Is the Jake Paul vs Andrew Tate, aka the tussle for the tube, aka the uncancelling, going to go ahead? Will it be the most meme-filled boxing match to ever take place in history? In this video, I'm going to give a summary of who Jake and Andrew are, and then discuss how they are both perma-residents in the world of memes and YouTube. We'll take a look at some of the memes from both of them individually.
Most girls hate Andrew Tate is because he's bringing back the strong masculinity.
And also talk about how this fight has been stirred up by Jake and Tate. Then I'll give you my prediction if it's going to go ahead, and if it is going to go ahead, who I think is going to win. And lastly, the best part of it all, I'm going to make a Jake Paul vs Andrew Tate meme. The internet since its invention has always been finding its true purpose. It's brought joy and probably pain to almost everyone on the planet. It's also brought us Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. Both of these personalities are similar in one aspect. A lot of people love them, a lot of people hate them, and then a lot of people might like them and just are afraid to say. Now, before I pitch to you why I think this fight is such a big deal, you might be lucky enough to wonder just who the hell are Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. But most likely you probably know who they are anyway. Let's give it a quick recap. So basically, Jake became prominent initially on the now dead app Vine. His older brother Logan Paul blew up there first, but he was right there beside him, collabing and building his own audience. Jake then took part of the Vine invasion onto YouTube and quickly gained a huge following there. He subsequently began starring on a Disney Channel series, which increased his notoriety even further. But probably what he's most famous for is the fact he's always been a bit of a jerk. It's safe to say Paul is a divisive character. Most people regard Jake as arrogant. He's been the center of controversy since he rose to prominence, but it's crucial to remember that now he's a boxer, and he's also defeated everyone he's faced in the boxing ring. Most people felt Paul's decision to take up boxing was a publicity gimmick or a method to make quick money. Many were asking, is this a joke?
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
But he has built a name for himself in the ring, and he continues to demonstrate his commitment to the sport. Although personally, I'm never going to forgive him for "It's Everyday Bro."
It's everyday, bro, with the Disney Channel flow.
I just can't get that banger out of my head.
And
I'm sure if you've clicked on this video, you probably have Andrew's Tate head in every second or third video in your algorithm on your home page. So you might have a better idea who he is than me. But for everyone else, who is Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate was born in the United States, but he was raised in the United Kingdom. He's the son of Emery Tate Sr., who is best known for his achievements as an international master chess player. Tate began kickboxing in 2005, but that's not at all what got him really famous. He later appeared on the reality TV show Big Brother, where his fame began to grow. Unfortunately, it wasn't for his on-screen antics. Instead, it was earlier tweets that were seen as problematic. In addition, a disputed video of him was leaked, and Andrew Tate was evicted from Big Brother after only 6 days. Since then, Tate has become well known for his extreme social media activities.
So I always thought people who jumped out of planes were like badass. Like I imagined the skydiving school would be full of like military types, or dudes like me, you know, like supreme specimens of man.
But when he's not saying something controversial, he says a lot of things that people find very motivational.
Because some people can't live normal lives. Some people cannot just function 9 to 5 office job, get drunk at the weekends. That is not for some individuals, and it's not for me.
Most recently, his fame has shot up even more due to the fact that he's been banned from almost every platform overnight. This event in itself generated the Andrew Tate has been banned from X meme. Now, if the goal of banning him was to silence him, it's probably had the opposite effect, as he's since then appeared on pretty much every podcast in the world. If there's a microphone and there's viewers, Tate will be there. And from that, even more clips and memes are being spread. Now, there are a lot of signs hinting that this fight is actually on the cards, although boxing experts have their doubts, with some saying that Jake probably shouldn't take the fight as he's just clawed his way into the sport, and that he should really consider fighting a professional boxer in his weight division. But there's no doubt where there's money, there's Jakey, and a match versus Tate would probably be worth some serious moolah. So what's the big deal with this fight? Both are controversial, both are trained fighters, both are seriously wealthy, and both are ripe targets for memes and edits and reclips and shares. But only one of them can win the fight, and be cleansed of all their sins. How good would it be though, after the fight is over, the winner gets like a presidential pardon for being a Gronk all this time, and the other just gets launched on a cannon out of town. So how did we get to this point when this is looking like it could be a reality? Well, the hype train for this bout first began from a now deleted YouTube video from December 29th, 2020, where Andrew Tate dares Jake Paul to fight and offers a $3 million purse.
So this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3, winner takes all. If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me.
On the Fresh and Fit podcast that aired on YouTube on April 30th, 2021, Tate mentioned fighting Paul once more. He then expresses skepticism that Paul would challenge him in a fight and actually talks up Jake's skills, praising him for training with legitimate trainers and concluding that Paul can fight, but he would still kick his ass.
But what he really is a student of the game who's 3 or 4 years into training with one of the best camps in the world, who has all the money for the best rehabilitation, the best diet, all that, blah, blah,
Facts.
blah. So he can box. I'm not saying the guy can't fight, but I'd still whoop his ass.
What flipped the beef over onto the other side of the grill is when Jake Paul said he's not aware of Andrew Tate.
In terms of shit talk, did you ever consider Andrew Tate as an opponent?
Next question. Next question.
He
Next question,
beat
buddy.
you
Next
up.
question.
What's Andrew Tate?
Next question. Let's focus on.
In August, there were rumors swelling that Jake's brother Logan Paul might actually fight Andrew Tate. In an episode of Logan Paul's YouTube podcast Impulsive that aired on August 9th, 2022, where Jake was a guest, Jake talked about how Tate called him out for a fight. Logan then asked Jake if he can fight him, and Jake says yes.
You resign.
Jake, I know he's been talking shit about you, bro. Yeah. But with your blessing, can I beat the shit out of Andrew fucking Tate?
100%.
When Tate was kicked off all the social media at the end of August 2022, Jake Paul wrote on Twitter that he didn't agree with Tate's ban from the different social media sites, saying, "I don't roll with Andrew Tate, may KO his ass out in the ring one day soon, I roll with freedom of speech, yo." And the tweet also included a link to Tate's final message.
And knowing I had such a positive impact on the world is what's allowed me to ignore so much of this hate storm. Tell them the truth. Show them that the content is out of context. Show them the long format content.
In just 3 months, more than 55,000 people liked the video. On August 30th, Logan on his podcast talked about how he'd changed his mind and said he won't fight Tate because he doesn't want to platform him.
And we're going to dive into Andrew Tate. I don't feel like platforming this guy, especially after the social media platforms have made it very clear how they feel about this guy, right?
Later on the 22nd of September, Jake Paul uploaded an episode of his podcast, BS with Jake Paul. He plays a recent clip of Tate at the beginning of the video of the episode, where he criticizes Logan for initially standing by him, but turning against him after the cancellation.
Andrew Tate comes out on a podcast and is talking mad shit about Logan. Check out the clip.
So I want to make it very, very clear that Logan Paul is absolutely and utterly a tool of the Matrix. He's a bought and sold individual with no soul. Him and his boyfriend Mike did endless videos supporting me, laughing about me, saying how funny I was. I'll fight him for free.
Although Jake doesn't believe Tate should be banned, he's now saying that he doesn't think that Tate will ever face Logan or himself in the ring.
I don't think he ever gets into the ring and risks his alpha male appearance to fight me or Logan. Andrew Tate, you're scared to get in the ring with one of us.
On November 10th, 2022, a video is posted called Negotiations. Paul and Tate are seen in a video staring each other down at the gym as if they are about to fight. In less than a day, the video received over 122,000 likes and 11,000 retweets. And this is what's really sparked off the rumors that the two would actually fight in the future, with giant media outlets reporting on it. The video received mostly favorable responses, with many people thrilled about the prospect of the battle. To get an idea, a tweet that really demonstrates us how big the hype was posted by a Twitter user @academics. Top G Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul? ? Nah. I don't care if pay-per-view is $200. Take my cash, I'm watching. Gaining more than 20,000 likes in just one day. At the time of recording this, there was another big clash between the two at the Deji vs Floyd boxing match, where you can see they need to be separated. From this, the hype train has continued to build, with many waiting with bated breath. Now, will this fight go ahead? I bloody hope so, because there's just going to be so many good edits and memes that come from it. So fingers crossed. Now, all that being said, I do want to get in the action right now, so I'm going to make a meme with the two right here, right now. And I've decided I'm going to use the clip here of the negotiation and put them into Dragon Ball Z. Now the first thing I'm going to do here is rotoscope out the two, which takes too much time, please kill me. Then I am going to track the motion of their heads and put on 3D models of their hair here. And then luckily I've already got the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Arena background here, which I'm just going to put that there, color grade it, and boom, roll the clip. Now I do know there was no big punchline there, but I hope you enjoyed the effect. I'm going to spend the next day or two making an ending for it, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments below any other big things I should have included. And yeah, also, you know, like and subscribe. And after you've done that, watch this video here where I take a real deep dive in a recent meme that just happened, the ghost gaze. I'm telling you, it's deep.